Okay, it's an absolute disgrace that at half time, Southampton fans stood up and booed. They booed this team off the pitch. 2-0 down to Huddersfield Town after the run they've been on, and they still boo. The world has gone mad. Joe, defend your team, please.
It was ridiculous. I mean, yes, we were 2-0 down at home to Huddersfield. However, this is by far one of the best runs that this club has been on for a long time. Um, and yeah, it was just a ridiculous. Like, I understand fans' frustrations, but that was at the beginning of the season when we weren't particularly doing very well. Now we've gone on this superb run, and yeah, I just find it a bit strange. But
Um, it's not even the modern day football fan, is it? I cannot understand. If you're a Southampton fan that booed in that game, please put some comments below and explain why you stood up and booed that team off that pitch. And I hope you feel ashamed at full time. And and for those that didn't boo, please give it out to those that did. Okay, it's the club record. 25 matches is there, but this weekend it all ends on Friday night about 10:30. You can say, finally, we're walking out of the Hawthorns. We've got that monkey off the back. Now let's just focus on promotion. Am I right?
a part of me wants to say, a part of me says, yeah, like Huddersfield gave us a real big scare at the weekend. I mean, their first two goals, we just completely switched off. And I worry that if we do the same against West Brom, they're gonna do what Sunderland did to us and just run us off the park.
Mm.
But on the other side, it's a bit like the Huddersfield game could really like kick us on and want us to continue it. So I think it's going to be tight, but I think we'll just edge it.
Okay. I want to talk about some of the goals then that you scored this weekend, and in particular, Joe Rothwell's a name that seems to
Yeah,
that's come up ever since you badmouthed him a couple of weeks ago and said you weren't that impressed. The goal. That must have got you leaping out of your seat with with at least a
yeah,
meter gap between the soles of your feet and the ground, surely.
yeah. That was just super. I mean, I saw footage of it on social media of Carl Walker Peters' reaction, and it was the exact same reaction that I had. Just like, what on earth has happened? Like the sweetest of strikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, superb.
And St Mary's, I suppose, hasn't had games like this, has it, for a long time? In the Premier League, you don't get them. So, is that one of the best sort of atmospheres, the sort of the feel good that you felt at that ground for a long time? That when that kind of
Yeah,
fifth goal went in.
yeah. It was brilliant because we'd we'd gone behind three times and we still found a way to get those two extra goals, and it's just a really good feel factor around the whole club at the moment, from the academy right up through to the first team. It's a real connected feel good factor at the moment.
Okay. David Brooks looks classy as well. Again, somebody we've talked about in a couple of weeks ago. Walk me through his performance.
Yeah, I think he's slotted in perfectly. I mean, we've got Adozi and Sudamana coming back from injury. Um, to be perfectly honest, I don't really see where one. Well, if definitely Sudamana, I don't see where he fits in at the moment because everyone else is just performing really well.
Mm-hmm. So, remaining in automatic promotion, check. Unbeaten record extended, check. Character building match, check. Russell Martin's team talk at half time and substitutions, I'm going to guess, probably won you that match. I can't remember
Yeah,
a game where 5 goals have been scored. Is it all by substitution? All by subs?
yes, they were. Yeah, every single one of
Uh,
them.
does that not just say just how much of a good of a manager you've got, if you didn't know it already?
Yeah, I mean, there was a few fans that were skeptical about his appointment, but he's really done what he said he was going to do and get the team working as one rather as individuals. And it was quite funny. I read a interview that he did at the beginning of the season or middle of last week about the beginning of the season. If players turn up late, then they run all together, and because a couple of people were turning up late, so it's getting them into a routine again, which is what we needed.
Okay. All right. So this game, this Friday night, then is your toughest for a while. We've documented this on this channel a lot. What are your predictions?
I think it will be a very, very tough game, but I think we'll edge it, and I think we'll win 2-1.
Okay. All right. West Brom are no slouches, but they have had just a couple of injuries. So they don't lose at the Hawthorns, though.
No.
Along with Ellen Road, I think they've only lost once there all season. So for you to predict a 2-1 is quite a bold statement. And it makes it sound like I'm looking forward to Southampton losing, but we want that playoff positions to be a little bit more interesting than just you and Leicester going up. So if you could start drawing, that would be great. Massively appreciated. If you're a Southampton fan and haven't yet followed the channel, please do so. Joe and other Southampton fans will be here across the next 15 cup finals which Southampton have. And I mean, it's going to the wire, isn't it? It can't go to Southampton going to Ellen Road on the last day with the promotion place on the line, can it? Because the pressure that players and fans will feel on that day is just too much to describe, isn't it? If one game gets you to the Premier League, incredible. But it's heading that way, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. But I would hope not. But it's looking likely.
Okay. All right, we'll catch you next week, then, Joe. Thank you very much. And if you're not subscribed yet, please do so. Thank you, Joe.
Cheers. Thank you.